All right, Shalom. First off, I want to start off by saying all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Ha Kodash, man. That's all praises to the Lord in the name of his Son and the name of the Holy Spirit, man. Um, I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone as well, man. And peace and mercy to the hopeful elect, preaching his word in truth and sincerity, man. Um, but yeah, man. Wanted to get in this lesson, man. Let's title this one. We are still in captivity at this day, man. Because that's scriptural, man. That's actual the spirit. Because we're in captivity, man. We need saving. We're the downtrodden, the despised, the disdained. We're the ill-spoken of the entire world, man. The so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man, because you're the true children of Israel, man. The true sons and daughters of the Most High, man. Who the world calls Jesus Christ, you're who he came for. If you're of the elect out of that nation, because within the 12 tribes of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, there's an elect number that the Lord's dealing with, man. And we're in captivity this day. Till this day, we're in captivity. So we need saving, man. A lot of Israelites, man, especially in the world, man, and some niggas that become reprobates, man, they start worrying about the other nations, man. But you and your people are fucked up, man. You and your people are in slavery. Nobody else. Nobody is in the type of slavery and low state as the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Nobody's incarcerated more. Nobody's killed unjustly more. Nobody's given less advantages in life as the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We have no voice in this world, man. But I'm gonna get some of these precepts, man. Lord willing, this is edified, man. This is I'm gonna get that word captivity first. This is in captivity and etymology. It says a state of being a prisoner. It says captive, or directly from Latin captivium, captive to me. It says captives, caught, taken prisoner. Past principle, capri, to take, hold, seize. And that's what's happened, man. That's what happened in the west coast of Africa. And that's actually, and it's not common knowledge. But because it's not common knowledge, doesn't exclude the fact that it is truth, man. The so-called Hispanics and Native Americans that were here when Christopher Columbus came here, Christopher Colon, that's his true name, when he came to the Americas, man, he was enslaving you. He was subjugating the so-called Hispanics and Native American tribes, man. He was enslaving you. That's why you have something called the Hispanization, man. Because he was sitting there slaying the Hispanics so gruesomely to change how they were, man. This is oh, here it is. It says figurative sense, subjection, bondage, servitude, man. And that's what we serve out here, man. Let me get this precept real quick. This is Matthew 17. I'm going to start at verse 24. And they were come to Capernaum. They that received tribute money came to Peter and said, does not your master pay tribute? And he said, yes. And when he was come into the house, Yahushua prevented him, saying, what thinkest thou, Simon? Of whom do the kings of the earth take custom or tribute? Of their own children or of strangers? Peter saith unto him, of strangers. Yahushua saith unto him, then are the children free. So he was telling you, he takes the tribute of strangers, man. And that's how you know when you're really in subjection, man. Now, the so-called white man, whose true biblical identity is Esau Edom, you know, he's unrighteous in all his dealings, man. So he takes tribute of all, man. He takes tribute of all. But the all doesn't matter to the Most High, man, because Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, they only deal with Israel. Because Yahweh himself said, Israel's the apple of his eye, man. I believe it's in the book of Isaiah. I forget the chapter, but it says, all nations are a small dust in the balance, man, and are accounted as nothing, less than nothing, man. So all the other nations really don't matter. But he took tribute of Israel, man. I got another definition. This is the word saved. And this is really why we need deliverance, man. Because we're in captivity till this day, man. You're in captivity till this day. The so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the confusion of faith, because whether or not they're confusion of faith, there's still these curses are going to be upon them. The curses spoken in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, they're going to be upon them because the scriptures talk about they shall cleave unto us, man. This is the word saved in the etymology. It says deliver from damnation, man. And we're damned here, man. For the use. So this is what we need, man. We need deliverance from this destitute state we're in, man. This is Baruch 3. I'm going to start at verse 5. Remember not the iniquity of our forefathers, but think upon thy power and thy name now at this time. For thou art Yahweh our power, and thee, O Yahweh, will we praise. And for this cause thou hast put thy fear in our hearts to the intent that we should call upon thy name and praise thee in our captivity. And that's what we're doing right now, man. The men and the few women that wake up to this truth, man, they're praising the Most High in their captivity as at this time, man. We're praising the Lord's true and proper name. It's not Jesus Christ, and it's not God. The true name of God is Yahweh. God is a title, only means power, man. But the true name of that power is Yahweh, man. It means he is. And the true and proper name in the Hebrew, who the world calls Jesus Christ, is Yahweh Shai, because he was Hebrew. He spoke the Hebrew tongue, man. He had a Hebrew name. And his name is he delivers, man. He is the deliverer. He saves, man. It says, praise thee in our captivity, for we all have called to mind all the iniquity of our forefathers that sinned before thee. It says, verse 8, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments according to all the iniquity of our fathers, which depart from Yahweh our power, man. So we're yet this day into captivity, and we were scattered through all the nations, man. It's something called the diaspora, man. Diaspora. Sorry, Salah. It's diaspora. That's what we're in, man. We're in the diaspora, man. When Israel was spread throughout countless captivities, man. Not all Israel came out of each one of those places, man. Some of them stayed in those places. And that was a curse for us, man, because we're holding a reproach to the other nations, a curse. The other nations hate us, man. Whether or not you look like a so-called Chinese man and you're in China, if your seed goes back to the lineage of Israel, you could be damn sure that those nations over there, they're going to notice something different about you and they're going to hate you for it. And that's through the Spirit of the Lord, because these prophecies, these curses were going to cleave unto us. And this is why we're in captivity to this day. This is why we need salvation. No other nation needs salvation like we do, man. And there's no salvation in any other nation, man. There's no salvation for them, because the scriptures talk about for salvation is of Israel, who the world calls Jesus. He only came from Israel, man. You can read that in Romans, the 9th chapter. And we're subject to payments, man, for all the iniquity of our fathers, man. Jake got fucking, we at the bottom of the heap here, man. Um, this is Ezekiel 39. I'll start at verse 22. It says, "So the house of Israel shall know that I am Yahweh their power from that day forward. And the heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquities, for their iniquity, for their iniquity, because they trespass against me. Therefore hid I my face from them and gave them into the hand of their enemies. So they fell all by the sword," man. This is slavery. This is hell here, man, for us. For the true Israelites, man, we're in dire straits here, man. We're in dire straits here, man. We get killed at the mass amounts, stopped unjustly at mass amounts. This is the condition that we are held in this place because we trespass against the Lord, man. It says verse 24, "And according to their uncleanliness, and according to their transgressions have I done unto them, and hid my face from them." Verse 25, this is the point, man. "Therefore, thus said Yahweh power, now will I bring again the captivity of Jacob and have mercy upon the whole house of Israel, and will be jealous for my holy name. After they have borne their shame in all their trespasses, whereby they have trespassed against me, when they dwelt safely in their land, and none made them afraid, when I have brought them again from the people and gathered them out of their enemies' lands, and am sanctified in them in the sight of the nations, then shall they know that I'm Yahweh their power, and Yahweh their power, which caused them to be led into captivity, into slavery, into bondage, prison, among the heathen. But I have gathered them unto their own land, and have left none of them any more there," man. See, this is yet to happen. This is a future prophecy, man. When Yahweh Shai, who the world calls Jesus Christ, comes back, he's coming to give deliverance to Israel, man. This is a proof that we're in captivity to this day, man. We're in slavery till this day. And just because you can go out and buy a pair of shoes that you want, or you can get the job you want, or you can go to school and all that shit and get whatever you want, you can have a family and you sit down and have dinner with them every day and shit, that don't matter, man. You're still in captivity. You can't go to your actual homeland if you want. Try to go, you're gonna have to get a passport with permission to be there. And when you get there, you're gonna have documentation saying how long you're gonna be there. And then you're going to have to go back to your own captive nation, man. You can't follow your own law, statutes, and commandments which the Most High gave to you. You can't say whatever the fuck you want in this nation. Because if you speak against homosexuality in this nation, man, you're liable to be socially damned and liable to be damned in the job, man. This is not freedom here, man. This is Jeremiah 50 and 30. '50 and 33, it says, "Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were pressed together." See, the so-called Negroes, Haitians, and Jamaicans, those would be considered the tribe of Judah. And then you have the Native American and Native American and Hispanic tribes, which would be considered the tribe of Ephraim, man. Northern and Southern kingdoms, man. They were oppressed together, man. We all went into slavery together, and now we're being oppressed together because it's evident that we all are under the same curses, man. The last hired, the first fired. despised equally, shamed equally, or close to equal as you can get, because the so-called Negro, who are really the tribe of Judah, they're hated more because we're the chief tribe, man. They're hated a little more, but they're hated nonetheless. Just like the so-called Hispanics and Native Americans, man, they're hated. It says, "Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go." See, all of us were taken, man. We refused to let go. It's evident, man. And the Native Americans, which would be the tribe of Gad, those is they're gonna realize soon, man, that they're in captivity as well, because now this is the second instance in what, a year, where Esau's taking something that they agreed upon with them and they're reducing it majorly. First you have the Dakota Access Pipeline, and now you have the Bear Monument, where they're cutting that down to where they only have 25% of what it initially was supposed to be. See, this is captivity that we're in, man. This is Luke 1. I'm going to start at 67. It says, "And his father Zacharias was filled with the Holy Spirit and prophesied, saying, Blessed be Yahweh, power of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people." And this is a future prophecy, man. And this is dealing with the birth of Yahweh Shai. Because this is where we're going to get our deliverance from, is Yahweh Shai, who's going to pull us out of this captivity, man. It says, verse 69, "And had raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David. And he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the beginning of the world, which have been since the world began, that he should save us, that he should be saved, that we should be saved from our enemies, from the hand of all that hate us, to perform the mercy promise of our fathers, and be redeemed, and to remember his holy covenant, the oath which he sware to our father Abraham, that he would grant unto us, that we, being delivered out of the hand of our enemies, might serve him without fear, in holiness and righteousness before him all the days of our lives," man. So we're in the hands of our enemies right now, man. Slavery. That's what we're in right now, man. And we're looking for our deliverance, which is only going to come out of who the world calls Jesus Christ, but his true name, that you'll be able to be saved by, and that you should be praying on to get salvation, because the scriptures talk about there's no salvation in any other name. There's by one name by which we all must be saved, and that's true name. His true name is Yahweh Shai. And Yahweh Shai being the Son, and Yahweh being the Father, man. We are yet this day in our captivity, man. But with that being said, man, I want to say, call halal, Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, for giving us this word, man. And, giving us the ability to preach, liberty to the captives, man. And double honors to elders and apostles, great millstone, and peace and mercy to the hopeful elect. Shalom.